guys get to ask us questions. So, Faye, did you want to give a quick intro for those who don't know you?
Sure. I'm Faye, and I am our community manager here in Banter, and I was part of Altspace for many years, 7 years, and everything virtual reality and events and building worlds and things is my game. And you?
Yeah, and my name is Yunji, aka Yunjiverse. I'm your resident nerd here, where I play lots of games and talk about like tabletop role-playing stuff. I also used to work for Altspace as an events producer, as well as a product manager / project manager, among other places. And what else? I also play music. I also have a show right after this event. So, yeah, there's that.
You need to go see it. It's incredible. Like, if you've never been to Universe, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, I play the guitar and I sing. It's mostly acoustic, so just fair warning. If you're like EDM and stuff, I apologize. I can always try to play some wacky songs, but that's about it. Yeah. Who has questions? If you have a question, feel free to come down to the front over here, in between these like two poofs where we got people up here. And yeah, we got some stuff we can answer if you have any questions about like maybe events or, you know, maybe creativity related things. Maybe you got a question about. Oh, I see someone coming down. Maybe,
Quantum
maybe.
Fox?
Are we thinking? Quantum is contemplating.
Yeah,
All right, let me put you on
Actually,
megaphone.
that was a good pun. That was a really good pun. No, I was actually wondering, do you do any events for like guitar, like your acoustic guitar, where you do like lessons or anything?
Oh, interesting. Well, I don't personally teach lessons, but I do know that there are a lot of folks out there who are like absolute music enthusiasts in this community. I wonder if it might be beneficial at some point for us to like put together maybe a music enthusiast sort of group where we can share our notes and stuff. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I see Divine.
I love the idea
Divine's
very much.
Yes, Divine.
Okay.
You are
okay.
megaphone.
I got 2 questions. First question is for Yunji. Yunji, seeing that you write music and everything like that, do you write poetry?
Ooh.
Just wondering. I got an event coming up soon, but yeah, just wondering.
Yay!
Interesting. Well, I mean, it depends on your definition of poetry, that's for sure. I usually don't have just poetry sitting on the side. Usually most of the lyrics I write wind up becoming songs, but
Yeah,
I do like to do writing. You know, I like stories and storytelling. So, fun fact about me is that in my younger days, in the Beninging, I used to do a lot of like theater arts and graphic design. And, you know, part of it was, you know, yes, I did a lot of backstage work because I'm really good at like crafts and things like that. But I also did some acting as well.
Right.
And I used to take part in like reviews and things like that. So lots of theater stuff. And then later on, I wound up doing stuff for cinematic arts. I got my bachelor's in cinematic arts production, bachelor's of fine arts. And I wound up working on a couple projects over in Hollywood to support things like art production and things like that. So if you're wondering about like writing and writing style, you'll probably maybe get more info out of me in terms of like story structure and maybe like dialogue and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for poetry and short stories. Okay. Just look for it. I'm not gonna, boast my event or whatever. But anyways,
do it. What's your event? Tell the world.
Do it.
Okay. It's Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called The Written Word. It's gonna be awesome. It's about poetry and short stories. So yeah.
Awesome.
Come out there if you write, or if you don't write and you want to read someone else, it's fine. But
you hear that? You better go to it. Be there, be dropped pixels, my friends.
I will read some Shel Silverstein.
Ooh, that's cute. I love Shel Silverstein. Wait, what's your favorite poem from that?
The vampire went to the blood bank. He thoroughly flustered the staff. For rather than make a donation, he drew out a pint and a half.
Yeah, you scared me. Gosh.
My other question is for Faye.
Yeah.
Faye, I've known you for many, many years now. Well, at least
Yes, you have.
3. And I've seen
That's a
and
lot.
heard your beautiful voice and experienced it, the acting and stuff that you've done and the haunt and everything like that. My question is, have you ever done that actually professionally? And do you ever plan on doing it? Because I can definitely hear your voice animating like some kind of like Disney character or something like that. Because I love
That's
your voice.
That would be a dream. It would be amazing, but no.
Aw.
It's all just for fun and just enjoyment. But thank you. I'd love that. That would be really
Yeah.
fun.
Faye's awesome.
Such a
Faye should have a show.
You both are the best.
No, you. Yeah,
No,
we're gonna play
you.
this game. No, you. Anyhow, anybody else have any other questions? We also can. I'm gonna pick on people. I'm gonna do the thing that Shane does. I'm gonna pick on y'all
That's a
if
good
nobody
idea.
comes down.
I like it. I like it.
Let's see. Who should we pick on? Let me see. Goosh Monkey, you're hanging out close enough to
Oh
the
my
front.
god, that's who I was gonna pick too.
Same person.
I'm bright or something.
All right.
Our
I have a question
megaphone
for you.
now, Gooch. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
You're going to ask me a question?
Yes,
we
I'm
are.
gonna ask you a question.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Hit me.
All right. Would you rather lick someone's armpit
Oh.
or sniff someone's butt?
Yes. Yes.
Option C, neither.
What is this?
Like,
What is
check
it?
and check. What do I do
Ask me
next?
anything.
Yeah, we're getting crazy up in here. Shane's not
It's
here.
a reverse.
We do what
it's
we
a
want.
reverse. Ask me anything is exactly what this is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh, I see. What is this? Spare Magenta. We got a new user up front. What's up, new buddy? Do you have a question?
Hello, new person down there at the front.
Yeah, and if you have a question, please feel free. Come down to the front. It can also be silly questions too. You know, we're all friends here. We could do fun things. Talk about fun stuff.
Yeah.
What you eat for breakfast today, Faye?
Hello.
I
Are you
had a
wanting to ask
granola
a
bar,
question?
but lunch was a salad. It was yummy.
Ooh. Wait, what kind of salad?
Okay, well, the salad, it had steak on it, and then as a side dish, I had bread with cheese.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's an interesting combination.
Do you have like a favorite kind of salad that you like to eat normally?
My favorite salad is a Caesar salad with steak on it, like little steak strips.
Oh, that does
That's
sound
one of my
good.
favorites. How
Mm.
about you?
So I get really weird and complicated only because like I had a friend when I was in grad school who showed me the ways because she used to work for this restaurant. She's like, you got to try this out. And so basically it's a salad. It's an arugula salad, right?
Arugula,
But you have arugula and then you put like slices of pickled beets on top. And then on top of that, you put goat cheese with honey and then
What?
some
And-
sliced like honey almonds. And then you take a balsamic vinaigrette and drizzle it on top, and that's your salad.
Yunji, you spoke a moment ago about you and I being two sides of the same coin, like that. You know, we could print, like
Ravioli has
put
joined
us
the space.
together, and we're the same person. But
Yeah.
everything you just described, every single last thing on that salad is something I don't like.
maybe that's the one thing. Wait, hold on. Wait, maybe that's the one thing. Maybe that's the one thing in part of the imprint that just
Oh
didn't
my
make it.
God.
That could be it. Maybe it's a
It
no.
didn't.
Maybe it's a good thing. You want to know why? More for you.
Opposites attract.
And
Yeah,
more
that's
for
right.
me.
You can eat
See?
the whole salad of yours, and I
Exactly.
can eat my whole salad. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Exactly. Yeah. So more for me, and yeah, we both win in this situation. I see Zell. Zell, do you have a question?
Hey, Zell.
Welcome to the front.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the quote-unquote impossible question here.
Yes.
And this is to
Ooh.
both of you, and both of you have to do 3 each.
Oh, okay.
What? Wow.
3
What-
each.
Okay, so what I want to know is what are your top 3 worlds is what I'm wanting. Each of you and one.
OSM and Baron has
Oh,
joined the space.
sure. I can go first, I suppose. I have it pretty easily. The Slipstream Island was my very favorite world in the beginning. And the reason why is it brought so much childish glee out of me when I was going down those water slides. I came into the world completely by myself. No one was there. It was my first time seeing that world. And I was taking a video from my husband so he could see what Banter was like. And it was my first time. And I was just laughing so much. It was the best time of my life. And I'll never forget that. And then this, Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake is definitely my top favorite. So I think it would be in the #1 space. I just think that it has so much capabilities with the video player and being able to reflect the lights and everything. It's just absolutely incredible. And then my
Ultimate
third
Free
favorite
Yeti has
that I'm
joined
just
the
going to go
space.
ahead and say is my own. It's the Enchanted Meadow. It was called Sunset Meadow here. And that's just because it's near and dear to my heart. It's something I created in alt space 7 years ago, or well, probably 5 for that one, and is just I've brought it here so I could have a little touch of home. So yeah, those are my top 3.
Awesome.
Nice. Let's see. For me, so I have not been here nearly as long as Faye has, and there's many, many worlds I still have yet to explore. However, I'd probably say in top 3, the art studio is definitely one of them. I just love how cozy that space is in general. And, you know, every time I go in there, whenever there's an event going on, there's always just a plethora of laughter and silliness and things like that. But everyone, you know, also has the room to just, sort of be cozy in that space with each other. Plus, you know, it's fun to be able to draw on the little palette and, you know, make your own pictures and stuff. I could spend hours in there just drawing and drawing and drawing and never get bored. The second one, I'd probably say I really enjoy the Storyteller's Graveyard, where we do the spooky chat. Because, you know, it's so much fun in there. You know, really sets the mood for some of the conversations that we have, but also, I don't know, it just evokes a lot of feelings around, weirdly, I know it sounds really morbid and strange, but like my childhood, because I used to spend a lot of time, you know, trying to look up all sorts of stories, trying to learn about things like, you know, spirits and cryptids, and just kind of opening up my imagination to like the possibilities of things in life that, you know, might not be readily visible or seen, which I think also sets up the stage for why my #1 is also my favorite so far, which, you know, it's pretty cliche, but I just absolutely love the back rooms in general. Any sort of mysterious, spooky space, you know, anywhere where there's like nooks and crannies, and like big hats off to Aline for helping to build out that space. It's just such a work of art in there, and just so many amazing nooks and crannies to that, where I'm still discovering things even now, like every time I hop in. So, you know, if you haven't checked out those spaces, those are my 3 faves.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. Do you have your 3
And-
favorites?
I do. It's Crystal
Ooh.
Lake, Club Atlas, and I think. Actually, I think Pony's New World is coming very along, and I think I'm starting to really enjoy that one as well. So yeah. What are the and here's another one, because quickly before Divine comes up, will be what are both of you can answer this individually, would like to see as a world or a thing that isn't here yet, what you would love to have in here, like
Impending doom
game,
has joined the
be it game
space.
mechanics or otherwise worlds and whatnot.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I think I know for you, Gingy, but you know.
Oh, I have so many ideas, and I don't know if I should make that privy to the world, because I have a lot of great things I have in store for everyone. But aside from those things, you know, it. Goodness gracious, having
I
a
mean, if
space where
Tavern
people can
Shack is an
safely co-work.
indication.
Yes, indeed. But you know, that's not a clue. But all I'm going to say is, you know, it'd be great to have some spaces where, you know, people feel cozy enough to be able to work together and co-work and maybe even like parallel play with each other. You know, just any space that can foster a sense of togetherness is really high up there on the list for me, because, you know, any opportunity that we can get to be together and just have like meaningful experiences with each other is just like super up my alley. What about you, Faye?
Absolutely. I want games. I want real
Yeah.
games that people come in here and are playing constantly, like that we see multiple rooms started with the same game going. I want that. I know that we're, you know, paintball is on its way and everything, and that is going to be such a huge thing. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Games. Replayability games.
10,000%. Thanks for your questions. So we
Very
got
good
Divine.
questions.
Divine's back
Absolutely.
up here.
Yep. I would like. Am I megaphone?
You are.
Okay. I would like to hear you and Faye do a duet, or Faye and you do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I would
That
like
will
to hear
be
that.
fun. We should set
Because
that
I
up
love both
sometime.
of your voices. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
That would be
awesome.
cool.
Once upon a time, we did work on a song together, and it was absolutely hilarious. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
G
Yeah, we did.
G
Old
baby,
Space
baby,
tune.
G.
I don't actually know where is that living. Is that still existing
It's
somewhere?
out
It's just
there.
really
I
funny.
could pull it up
Out
right
there
now
in
if you
the
wish.
universe somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. It's ridiculous. Is it professional? Absolutely not. But you know, it's funny.
At the end of the show today, I'll pull it up for us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay!
Very nice.
It's
Cool.
definitely not professional though. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was
Any
just
other
for fun.
questions? Anybody else? Oh, I see we got
I
Quantum.
was wondering, I heard you mention, Yunji, that you were into tabletop games. Have you done any like D&D campaigns in here or anything?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? I'm currently working on
like
building
saying
some of those out. Yeah, this is the name of the game today. Yeah, no. I'm currently working on building out some campaigns. But you know, I'm trying to deviate a little bit away from D&D specific, as in Hasbro's subsidiary D&D, and more into some of the more open source games, just to like support creators that are trying to like work on new systems in the tabletop role playing game community, and you know, maybe like open it up a little bit more that way. So you know, we're looking into things like Castles and Crusades, and you know, Call of Cthulhu. You know, we also have you know, some other systems as well. Gosh, what am I thinking of? Those who play RPG is another good one. And yeah, lots of different avenues to explore. Some are simpler than others. Some are, you know, more themed than others. But you know, the gist of it is all the same. You know, gathering some groups together of people who are interested, and then trying to find space for, you know, us to have games in Banter, and then maybe some of them could also be public games, or people can come and like watch and see others play to maybe gain inspiration and stuff like that, or even start your own. So I have a section in my Discord channel. So if you go into the Banter Discord and you search up my like past posts and stuff, you might find the link to get into the Universe Discord. We have a section in there where those of us who go to Tavern Chat can share our information about role-playing games, and you know, share our ideas about our characters, maybe even get some support and like, you know, world building and character creation and stuff like that. So if that interests you, come on down and, you know, we'll be more than happy to chat.
All right, cool. I'll look for the link. Thanks.
Yep.
Awesome. Woo.
I see Cyrus.
How
What's
about
up,
you,
Cyrus?
Cyrus? Hi.
I'm doing quite well, guys. Yeah, to add into that, homebrew. So, like, custom classes and races and stuff. Yeah, no, maybe, possibly.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, what about homebrew?
Like, if you decide to do a campaign in here, are we able to use custom classes and races?
Yeah, so basically, you can homebrew any of the systems, right? But it's just a matter of like which system we're using. So, you know, D&D in general is like a D20 system. People are really well accustomed with like, you know, hitting their nat 20 and stuff like that. Some of the other systems that we have are part of, you know, the Siege system, which is made for Castles and Crusades and was one of the last projects that Gary Gygax, the founder of D&D, actually helped to create before he passed away. And then there's also, you know, like I said, those who play RPG, that's more of like a D10 system. So it's a little more simplified, but there's like a lot more opportunities for really epic things to happen in that system. So it's kind of interesting. And the cool thing about those who play is that there's no necessarily any sort of situation where you are speccing to a specific class, but it's more about like how you build your skill set and, you know, your creativity around, you know, what you're capable of doing that sort of makes your character. So it's a little more nuanced, just like how in real life, you know, you'd be able to at least try something. So any action that you take, it wouldn't just be a 0 that you just can't try it, but like you could still roll a d10 and attempt to try something new, right? Which is something that you don't really do in D&D
like
as
the
much.
That system.
Yeah. So I mean,
cool.
Lots of different ways you could go about it. But yeah, homebrew is also possible, but it just depends. It goes from DM to DM. Just, you know, I would say talk with the person who's running your game and just make sure that that's okay in their universe.
I mean, I was just wanting to do it in here. I mean, I don't really roleplay anywhere else.
Yep.
Because all my campaigns shut down. Woo!
Oh no.
Well,
hopefully
also,
that won't
if
happen to
anybody
you here.
needs character art, I got an AI generator that generates like perfect art. You've seen some of the art generated. It's pretty good. So yeah, if you need any character artwork of your character, I can do it for you.
Costly Turquoise has joined the space.
But also, you know, in the wake of all the role-playing things, I also just want to mention, like, you know, please make sure to celebrate those artists who actually do craft things by hand still for the D&D community. I mean, there's a big difference between like, you know, a big difference between, you know, you doing your tabletop RPG versus you going off to play an MMO RPG. And so in the spirit of keeping things open source and making sure that some of these content creators are still taken care of in the wake of all the craziness that's happening around, you know, the tabletop RPG community, you know, please make sure to support some of your DMs and artists and things like that, world builders, creators, etc. Yeah. What's up, Trey? How's it going?
Hey, Trey.
So, this is a random question I just had on my head. But, so if Altspace was still around, if it were to this day, if it was still around, which one would you spend most time in, Banter or Altspace?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know, I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. I don't know that I could answer that, only because I feel like they have their own strengths and weaknesses individually, apart from each other. But that's the same answer that I give about like a lot of virtual worlds. Like, every platform has its use and has its needs. Just like, you know, if you lived in a town or a city, right? Like, you could spend your whole life in a town, but like you still want to go out of town every so often, right? Because it's something new, it's something different. And so I feel like it's kind of hard to say, you know, because I feel at home in both places. I know that sounds a little bit cliche, but I don't know. What do you think,
No.
Faye?
No, it's not
You took
cliche,
the words
man.
out of my mouth. It's the same way as I've always felt about every platform, because this kind of thing is a question that I get all of the time. Each platform has their own strengths and their own special things that I would go see and enjoy. And it would be the same way if both Altspace and Banter were in existence at the same time. I do love the laid backness and carefree love that we have here, and I also loved a lot of things about Altspace too. So there's no way of me being able to divide my time between anything. I would just be in the application that had what I was looking for at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thanks,
Cool.
Trey. It was a good question.
Indeed.
Anybody else have any other questions for us? Head on down the beach, down to the water, and we'll megaphone you, and you can ask us anything.
Gonna pick on the pickle person in the back. I got a question for you.
Oh, yes. What you got
I
there?
got-
Let me put him on megaphone. Okay, Rob.
Trying to hide.
You're on.
Trying to hide back here.
You are not
Okay.
hiding very well.
Oh God. What's going on?
Okay, my question is, what brand of pickle are you? Are you just a pickle or are you a cucumber?
Oh, it's
Are
Vlasic.
you a Vlasic?
Right.
Oh, you're a
Okay,
Yeah.
Vlasic
Good
Vlasic
Yeah.
brand.
choice, good
Wow.
choice.
That's the best
So
kind.
so do you snap? Like, are you a snap crackle pop kind of Vlasic?
I don't know what that means. What do you mean?
How about
Crackle pop?
sweeter dill? Sweeter dill.
Oh, right,
definitely
yeah,
dill.
sweet or dill. Oh, dill,
Polish
dill.
crunchy
Okay,
dill,
dill
solid
pickle.
way.
Crunchy
wonderful.
dill. Okay.
The whole pickle, just take a bite out of it. Don't slice
Wow.
it. Just
Nom.
nom.
Gotcha.
I
on
like
it.
me some stackers though. Stackers like
Those
nice.
are good,
Oh
too.
yeah, stackers are
Rose
good.
has joined the
Sandwich
space.
stackers. Indeed.
Just a sec.
Mhm.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Echo. There we go.
Echo, echo,
There we
echo,
go.
echo, echo.
I'm right here.
Wrong echo. Who is it?
A live rose.
Is it? Okay, I muted the wrong person.
Doop-a-doo. Anyhow,
Sounds like you're jamming out up here.
see, we have another person at the front. Who we got?
I think we got it. Woo!
Just as I was trying to do the bridge thing.
There you go.
Okay.
Got Pablos.
So,
What's up?
Pablos, what do you got?
Hey, so I'm
Scattered
brand
Amaranth
new to
has joined
Banter.
the space.
Ooh, welcome.
I'm
Hello,
developing
welcome.
in VR chats, so I'm very new. Getting used to all the different stuff, which is pretty cool. I guess my question is, I primarily do world development, and of course, they have a scripting system there. Does Banter have something similar to, say, Udon? And if not, will it have something like that in the future?
Aline can answer this for us. She's actually here for all of these kinds of questions. Aline, are you here right now? Here we are.
So since Banter is also based on Unity, like pretty much every VR game that runs on the Quest, have you heard of Unity's integrated visual scripting? It was formerly called Bolt.
Oh no, actually, I've not heard of that.
So this is our way how we allow custom scripting in editor. So that's how you can script directly in Unity. But additionally, we have full support for JavaScript. So you can just use the full web stack to develop functions for your spaces. So, for example, the whole video player, the whole YouTube player, it's at the end, it's just JavaScript that's running in the background, since it's all just a browser. But yeah, for building games, I absolutely recommend looking into Unity's visual scripting. it's not quite in here yet, but it's really hopefully just a matter of days that we get official support in here. So stay tuned, and also there will be some events where we have some hand-ons how to get started with visual scripting for Banter. So just keep an eye on the event board.
Alright, cool. Thanks.
Thank you, Aline.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Give it up for Aline, everybody.
Answering the questions that are a little bit farther than what I do.
Woo! Let's see. What we got? Any more questions? Feel free to come on down to the front and we will answer all your burning questions about creativity and nerdy things and fun stuff and weirdness. Trey, what's up?
Trey. You're megaphoned, but are you unmuted? Because we cannot hear you yet.
Oh,
Trey.
sorry. Can you hear me?
There you are.
Yep.
There you go.
There you are.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm sorry. Okay, but anyway, last time I asked Shane about a sitting system, like kind of like they have what they have in what they have in spatial and VR chat and etc. And he said there actually is a sitting system that y'all have in already. Where do I find documentation for that? Like,
do you know where that is, Aline?
Yeah, so there should actually be an example space that has functionality for it. I think it's called the remote car because you can sit yourself inside of a car that you can control.
Okay, and the examples?
Yeah, but wait a second. I have a look and I
no problem.
posted in Discord into the Space Maker channel.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Thanks, Aline.
Thank you, Aline.
Woohoo! Cyrus.
If you guys had a theme song for when you entered the room, what would that song be?
Oh no.
I have to think about that one. I don't have an immediate answer for that one. The secrets of the cloud were all a mystery. But when this mighty book was opened, the powers were set free. Card captors of mystic adventure. Yeah, that would be the song.
I don't know. Maybe
They would just pull up with any Disney song.
It would be Disney.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. You're right.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Yeah. Something like that.
All right.
Yeah, put me back into like Kids WB era. Yeah, Kids WB was a good time. I remember I used to watch some wacky shows on there. Animaniacs, for anybody who misses that one.
Animaniacs.
Indeed. And there was also like Hysteria, where they had the lady Misinformation. Misinformation, yeah. Fun times. Let's see.
Cool.
Who am I going to pick on next? I'm going to pick on somebody. Let's see.
I want to pick on our member of the month. I really think that our member of the month is over there looking like she's blending into the shadows. No one can see her, but yes, hello there. Okay, member of the month. What is your favorite world that you did not create? Inventor. Haha, I got you with the caveats.
Iron Wolf has joined the space.
It's a toughie. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. Favorite world? That is a tough one. I think the one that stands out most, that makes me that kind of sticks in my mind and makes me want to explore the most is the back rooms. But because I can't really cope with scary stuff on my own, I can only go in there with other people because I freak out too easily. But yeah, I think probably the back rooms because it's well, it's awesome, isn't it? I mean, you just can't deny it. There's no denying it is incredible. So yeah.
Yep, it is an incredible place. Oh, that's awesome.
Indeed.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yay.
Let's see. Do we got Divine? Is it Divine up here?
What do you have for us? You were on megaphone.
I totally forgot my question, so I'm just gonna make one up.
Okay. Make it up on the spot.
What is your favorite thing about Banter?
Oh.
What's your favorite thing about Banter?
My favorite thing about Banter is we're building it.
Yeah.
It's the beginning, right? And everything is new. We get to be here at the very beginning and shape it and mold it and take care of it, grow it. That's my favorite thing about Banter. Yes.
Yeah.
We are all a part of it. We're all part of its history.
I think for me, my favorite thing about Banter is its humanity, actually. The people that are here really just make the platform because, you know, no matter what space you're in, it's nice to be able to know you can log on and there's people there that are like, oh my gosh, it's you, let's hang out and do things, and have you heard about this, and here, let me tell you about my life. And you know, it's welcoming in that way. Like, I feel like I'm actually part of a community, whereas, you know, in a lot of other places you don't really get that as much. You can waltz into a room and often get ignored, especially if, you know, you don't have an avatar that looks a certain way, or maybe, you know, you just don't know the people, and people are just like really closed off unless they're with their like closed friend groups and stuff. So, you know, hats off to you guys for being so amazing.
I would definitely say that both of your answers are absolutely correct and awesome, because I feel the same way. Like, I love the community here, and I love being here just in the beginning of this amazing app. Like, I love the fact that, you know, I can just think about 5 years from now what this place is going to be like, and it's just it looks amazing in my head. It looks amazing, so I can't wait. It's just amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. No, you. Let's see. Do you want to pick someone else to pick on?
Oh, it looks like
Who
Professor
we picking
has
on?
something. Hello,
Ooh.
Professor.
Hello, Professor.
How about you?
Do you have a question for us?
Or maybe you were at the front because you just wanted to get a better view. Totally possible.
Indeed.
No worries. If you do have a question, go ahead and go on up to the front.
Who's that hopping up and down in the tent over there? I pick on you.
Ah, there's a Sebek. It's hiding.
Sebek, get back here.
He's completely hiding.
I have a question for you. Come back here. My question for you is, you ready? You ready? What? If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why? Yeah.
I don't know.
That's totally fine. Totally fine.
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
What?
All of them.
Every historical figure. Wow, that's quite the dinner.
I love it.
Wait, but what kind of dinner would it be?
Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue! Yeah!
Oh, that sounds very good. Yeah, I like that.
That sounds delicious.
Awesome.
Delicioso. Tasty.
Okay, I have a question. I enjoy getting to hear people's stories about, you know, how they came to find VR and then finally social VR as well. So I'm going to pick someone at random to ask this question to, but it's always nice to just kind of ask everybody. Tomb Raider, I'd like to talk with you. Tomb Raider, for you, what started your VR journey? Where was the very first spark of interest in VR? And take us through. What did you do? Which headsets have you had? What did you play? You know, your social VR experience, all of that.
Holy moly. Well, I'll start by saying that my very first VR headset was the Samsung Gear VR.
Yay.
I don't know how many here in the audience remember it, but it was the one that you attach the Samsung cell phone to the headset. So that's how I started my VR journey. And there is one event in particular that was not just memorable, but it kind of told me that VR is going to be big. And that was the solar eclipse of 2017. For the first time in history, two companies got together, CNN and Volvo, and they placed 360-degree cameras along the pathway of the solar eclipse. I'm talking 5 different states. I think it was Missouri, Tennessee, and there were a couple of other states. So anyways, I was so excited to be part of that because I was in California at the time, Los Angeles, California, and I was able to experience the solar eclipse live. It was a live stream. I was moved to tears, let me tell you. I was moved to tears.
Cool.
And just to be able to experience that with all the other people that were live, I could see them. I could see them moving, talking, being all excited. And so to me, that was like a positive message that virtual reality is going to transform all of our lives. And VR, it's still in its infancy, so imagine what it will be like 5 or a decade, 10 years from now. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, I love that. That is so cool. And how about finding social VR? Where did you start out in social VR, and what's been your journey there?
My very first app was Allspace VR, so I'm a proud Allspacer. It kind of you know, it was a small community, and there's a beauty to that. That's one of the reasons I love Banter as well, because small communities tend to take care of one another, and they're kind and extremely helpful. And that's what I liked about Allspace VR. And the events, that was another category that they had, which I enjoyed, and certainly it helped me socialize with, you know, with other people. But of course, you have to be cautious because not everybody is nice and wonderful. So just be wary, be alert, you know, and try to cultivate friendships with good people.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was Allspace. Allspace was a pioneer, and it's you know, if I may add this, it was a blessing in disguise that all space VR shut down. And here's why. Because once Microsoft shut it down, then the community spread, and there were so many other apps that all of us could go to. Whether it was Banter, whether it was, VR chat, Engage, Mix, you name it. The fact is, there's a plethora, so many apps to choose from, and all of them have their pros and cons. So really, I can't say one is better than the other. They all offer us, they all meet our needs. So that was my journey into VR, and I will continue my experience because I truly love it. I love it, and I expect wonderful things in the years to come.
So awesome! Thank you so much for sharing such an amazing story.
Oh, thank
I picked
you.
the right person.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Epic. Oh,
Divine.
there's a lot going on over there.
Oh yeah, no. My kid is also trying to like pull on the fridge drawer.
I just turned on my Plus 3 or Meta 3. I don't know what you want to call it. Anyways, I just turned it on, and I just seen a new game that I guess came out a few days ago, because it's got comments from people like 2 days ago on it. I was wondering if either of you have tried it or seen it yourself. I believe it's called Zenith Nexus.
I have heard of this.
I played Zenith the
Nexus.
first. Isn't Zenith the MMO? It was
I
a long
don't
time
know.
ago.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it when it first came out years ago. It was pretty
That's cool.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be a sneaky person and then hand the reins to the rest of this event over to Faye, because I'm going to be running off to my show, which is happening in 10 minutes. So keep asking questions, and I will see some of you guys soon.
Of course. We'll see you at your concert very soon. I'll pop a portal and we'll head over there. So does anybody here have any other questions? If you do, feel free to make your way down to the water down here, and I'll put you on megaphone. Otherwise, I'll call up people at random about their VR journey. I think the next person I'll talk to is Vanquisher. Vanquisher, I'd love to hear about your VR journey.
Sure.
Sweet.
So my first VR experience was actually with the Google Cardboard. So back in the time, yeah, I tried it with my iPhone, and I think there was this app called I forgot what it was, but basically there were a bunch of like VR videos that you could get to watch. So basically, you put your phone in the cardboard, you put that on your face, and that was like my first experience with virtual reality. So I was like so amazed, even just by the phone that I had at the time. I think it was an iPhone 10. So obviously the screen quality isn't that good, and you get like pretty small field of view. But I was really amazed by like you could just look around and everything looks 3D. So that's kind of my first experience with VR, and then later on I purchased the Quest 2 during one of the like Boxing Day sales and whatnot. And yeah, so I had that for maybe 2 years. The first year, I was like on it for quite a lot, tried out different games and whatnot. But then it kind of just sat for like almost a year. I haven't touched it since. So later on, I was still having my Quest 2, and that's when I discovered Banter, just on the SideQuest website.
Oh my gosh, Banter's your first social VR.
No, my first social VR was actually Horizon Worlds, but I was never really into it. So I tried it out when it first came out in Canada. I tried the in-game builder thing, it was cool and what, but it didn't click with me. I also went on like VR chat and whatnot for just a little bit because that's not really my thing either. So yeah, so later on I did discover Banter and I have not left VR since.
Aw, and we're so lucky that you found us.
Big John has joined the space.
Yes,
You've brought a
likewise.
lot to the community and a lot to the
Yeah.
worlds and things. So, very amazing.
And now I'm just in VR or 2D or whatever all the time now.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing with us. Sure. Very cool. All right. Anybody else have any questions, or should I pick someone random? Let's see. Corpy. I'm gonna pick on you, Corpy. Hey. Are you there right now, or are you AFK? I can't tell. I think Corpy might be AFK. No signs of life. Okay. Trey, what about you, Trey? What is your VR
Can you hear me?
journey? Yeah.
Okay, so like Tomb Raider said, my first experience
Awful
in
Purple
VR
has joined
was
the
the
space.
Samsung Gear, and I was young,
Coral
like
has joined
maybe
the
a
space.
kid, and I didn't have enough money for a VR headset. They're like the Quest 1, I didn't have enough money for that. So my first, like, it was some kind of underwater sea video that I've seen in the Samsung Gear. And when I saw that, I was just like, oh my goodness. I was like, I gotta have this. So I tried to save money, and I finally saved enough money. By the time I saved enough money, the Quest 2 had came out. And so when that came out, and I heard that it was standalone, so I didn't have to buy no fancy dancy computer, I was like, oh yeah. So yeah, that's when I purchased the Quest 2.
Scary game.
Oops, I fell.
Okay, hello?
I fell. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. But anyway, when I purchased the Quest 2, my first social VR was of course Altspace. And I was in there for the longest time. I took a lot of classes in there. I loved Altspace. And so ever since then, Altspace closed. I've been in here in Banter, and I'm loving it. I really feel like everybody said, I love the community here. That's the first thing I noticed. Like, the community is just everything to me. Like, I love it. Yes.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing, Trey.
You're welcome.
Got a question. I'm having a little bit of a bug here. Is anybody moving at all? Everybody's completely stationary for me. Are you trying to move, Trey?
Yeah, I've been moving
moving?
around.
Okay. So I think it's just on my end. I'll be right back.
Fi has joined the space.
Oh, she's back.
She's wondering why we were all just standing there still.
Oh man.
Time for anarchy.
Oh no. She turned into Elaine.
Wow.
Wow.
No anarchy under my control. Except I'm the leader of the anarchy.
Oh no.
Let's burn this place down. Start with the sign. Grab it.
I didn't mean to burn
Let's do it.
Burn the bags, light the tits.
Wait.
Oh, I see people
Fi has
moving
joined the
again.
space.
Yay! I'll
not bringing
send
back the
a log, a bug log.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, why can't I get on my thing?
I'll light your
I'm
candle.
talking about the candle lighter from
I know the
Improv
candle
Night.
lighter. Yeah.
Can you spawn my
that
thingy for me?
idea.
Oh, there it is. Thank
I
you.
come up with
You're
a lot of
amazing.
their ideas. Sorry.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, everybody.
Hello. I got
All right.
Hello.
Do you? Oh, I see that.
Aw. Who's my dance partner? Hello.
I got you.
Hi.
Yep.
Stone.
Stone of Help. Hello there. Welcome.
Hello, welcome.
There's a lady behind you that you can ask a question to. Are you looking for
Do you have
the
any
watch?
questions for us, Stone of Help?
Pony has joined the space.
Click her wrist.
Yeah, you can push
Oh, I
Y
see
on the
that.
My
left
watch
controller.
open.
Oh no, she disappeared.
Well,
Oh, her
now
glasses are still
that
there.
I can actually see everybody, did anybody have actually any questions? I wouldn't have seen it if you had walked up to the front there because it wasn't working
Never
for
Seen
me.
None of us
Aurora
walked
has
up.
joined
We were
the
just waiting for
space.
you to
None
call
of you
one
walked
us.
up? Okay. Well, let's see. Kate, how about in 3 minutes or less, can you tell us your VR journey? I want to hear this.
Oh my goodness. For real? Oh
For
gosh.
reals. For
Oh my god.
reals.
Okay. My VR journey. Okay. I had a Samsung S7.
Woo.
Somebody got me a gear for the Gear VR. I stumbled across Alt Space. I had no idea what VR was before that point. I fell in love with the community. Oh, sorry, am I breaking up?
Oh, you're
But
good.
yeah, cool. I fell in love with the community, and Faye, you were one of the first people I fell in love with. And you all inspired me to buy a gaming PC and get a proper Oculus
Yes.
headset. Yeah,
I remember
you all
that.
got me proper. Yeah. And it was really funny because I got this really expensive computer and everything, but it was just to be in Alt Space. Probably wasn't
Overkill.
necessary. Oh, absolutely. But yeah,
But you've got
I
it
mean,
now. Yeah.
absolutely. And like, you know, I had no experience of meeting people from all over the world, and all of a sudden we were going on meetups, and I went to Florida and met all you wonderful people. And yeah. That's my the people kept me coming back. You
about
know,
the people.
so
Yeah.
so I'm so happy that Banter happened, because this is the closest thing to Alt Space I've ever ever seen. Yeah, so I'm so happy it's back. I honestly, when Alt Space left, I thought that we would never get to have these experiences again. So I'm so happy that we're all back together again.
Hear, hear. Hear, hear. And with that, let's go have a Altspace-like experience, the Universe.
Woo!
Here is a portal.
All right.